Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you all are well. Lots of mornings here. Good to be with you guys once again. Cheryl, good morning. Alvin is off and on. Mr. H, hope everything is all right. We still have a few other guys coming on, guys, so I'm just giving them the opportunity to do so as always. Did you guys have a good morning? Hope you guys had a good morning, and I hope you had a good evening. Jacob, I'm going to go down my list real quickly just to see who's on and who's not. And then obviously you can check out the notes or the notifications that I always mention to you guys on every session. Remember, we are a licensed FSP, licensed over-the-counter derivatives provider. I'm a licensed and registered rep with the FSCA. I'm working under supervision as always. That's part of the fit and proper requirements as per the FASE Act, ladies and gentlemen. And then what's key for you is to know that the legalities are in place. The trading support department is responsible for your trading support. Remember, it's not a teaching platform. This is a trading platform. That's important. So we don't deal with the basics that you're going to find in the classroom setting with Stock Market College. We have a lot of guys that do come on and they want to ask a basic question. We have too many people here from different walks of life, different experience levels. It is impossible to be teaching and trading at the same time. All right, so we've broken them up to different companies. Stock Market College provides the education, the theoretical experience rather that gives you the foundational blocks. And then when you get to quick trade in the trading room, there's the assimilation and application of that theory. So do not forget that. That's key. Cutoff for withdrawals there, Mondays to Fridays, as always, 1,500 hours, and on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Don't forget, this Saturday, there will be no classes whatsoever. We are having our year-end function. So for those that are attending platform training or the Forex or the US stocks CFDs, please note there is no class on Saturday morning. Friday, remember, trading room guys only in the morning. And I'm mentioning all these things because we have some new guys here as well. So see, I'm not ignorant or living under any assumption. Sometimes you have to just mention it so that some of the guys that have been running with me for a couple of months, they're also catered for. All right, we're not forgetting anyone. All right, and then here are the phases, guys. I said to you, I've been meaning to give you guys a downtrend here. This I drew by myself, by the way. This was not a picture that you just get off your Google. You can quickly do it. This was done properly. I've been meaning to get you a downtrend, but I mean, you can obviously, or draw the downtrend rather with the phases. You can obviously put two and two together. It works the same. All right. It's just a matter of this is an uptrend with the higher highs and the higher lows versus the downtrend, which is lower lows and lower highs. And that's the what do you call it? The basics that you get. All right. Cheryl, hold on. I'm just going back. I'm just seeing Uncle Sean. This is where we run. Yeah, this is where we run. Best is never to assume makes an. Hey, I'm not going to say those things there, Cheryl. I'll just skip. I'm very quick with the words there, I'll just leave that part alone. And then Shira has to, hey, Shira, can you please give us a bit of stroking this morning here because we really want to dive into it. Just stroke us a little bit. Thank you very much. All right. So are you guys ready to move? Are you guys ready to go? It's been a very interesting past year. Guys, we are obviously approaching, we are midway of November. We are getting to December. You guys know it's going to start to slow down dramatically at the end of the year. There's obviously dates coming as to when the trading room will then cease or at least stop. That's the wrong word. They rather stop for the year. And that will obviously be communicated as we continue our sessions. And then obviously, guys, you must know with the markets as well, that has the same effect. All right. To all the guys on YouTube, I'm just ending off this intro here. The guys on YouTube, please take a note of that as well. When you do get a chance to look at the session, you come across the same information. Note the markets do tend to slow down a little bit because people globally, they are in the festive season, and so things do slow down. All right. Yes, there will be a cutoff, Uncle Sean. It will be communicated. Absolutely, there will be a cutoff. Things do slow down, but it will be communicated to you. All right. So, guys, are you guys ready? Let me ask my billion-dollar question. Is everybody clear? Everybody clear? That is such a powerful question. You know, some people, Mr. H, Mike, that question, are you clear? Shira, that's one of the best questions you can ask any person, yes? Because it determines so much, actually, if you really think about it. Are you clear? Is everybody clear? Because the guys that are not clear, when they get left behind, what does that mean for you? Sometimes it's frustration. Are we together? And so, you know, Ash doesn't care about me. You know, he's just going on with Shira and with Clinton Petro. Doesn't care about me. Are we together? Or Clint doesn't care, or, you know, Shira doesn't care. Let me just put some names out there. I'm going to put everybody on blast this morning, you know. But that's not the case. Are we together? It's absolutely important for us to position ourselves in a zone of clarity. And so I'm going to do my best this morning here, as always, to provide clarity. Are we together, everybody? I'm seeing you today, this morning, this afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow as well. Very big chance that Roger will be with you on Friday morning. It's a big chance. It's not confirmed yet, but I will definitely be with you today. I'll definitely be with you tomorrow. And then obviously I'll be with you next week, Monday and Tuesday. But there's a possibility Roger will be with you on Fridays. Everybody clear? Everybody 100% with that? Everybody got that note? Make a note of it. Why? Because obviously there's different sides of analysis that you can, you know, pour yourself into here. All right. So let's push. Let's get in with the dollar. You guys read the news, Cheryl, about the missile that was launched, Russian made. We together caused a bit of havoc there with your Brent, WTI, gold, etc. From a commodity perspective, it caused a bit of havoc there. We also saw the dollar retreat a little bit even further, but the dollar is actually more connected to the 50 basis points. It might come from December. You guys saw the PPI was lower than expected. That put a bit of a retreat on that dollar. But for us, I mean, guys, Mr. H, are we surprised at that? Honestly, Cheryl, are we surprised? Cheryl, Petro, Uncle Philip, Coliseni, Sephora, are we surprised at the drop there? For me personally, to be honest, I'm not surprised, because we've been analyzing that drop now for some time, isn't it? So we've been chatting about it. All the guys that have been with me in these, you know, in the YouTube sessions, we've been gunning for a weaker dollar temporarily. It's not been an overall thing. I said it yesterday. I've said it months ago already. We're seeing it really being in a trending down zone. And I think Etienne said it nicely the other day. He said it's trending down. And those are nice words just to put there as a label. All right. So it's currently trending down momentarily, temporarily. It's not permanent. And I showed you yesterday, like I've been showing you, if you go to the monthly frame on that dollar index, you're going to find that there's been a very big thrust to the upside. We are just seeing it retreat. So we're not even worried about that at all. We're not surprised. All right. So, but I'm going to go to the dollar index, and I want to show you an area that is so accurate here, Cheryl. So accurate here. It blew the socks off my feet as well. All right. I'm going to quickly show it to you. Look at this. And I'm going to go to our hour frame, and I'm going to show you the accuracy of this, guys. You know, if it's possible, is there anyone here that would love just to give the trading room a round of applause for the accuracy that we continue to demonstrate in this place, guys? I mean, if you don't mind, you know, I really feel, guys, that you know, we have really made so much produce. That sounds crazy, but yes, progress, you know, in accuracy. Now look at this, guys, 105, and I found this on an hour or a shorter time frame. Are we together? Look at this. It literally just went to that 105 area and rejected. Now, are we saying that we're seeing some more downside? Are we saying that that's the rejection to the upside? No, because we need this index to still create some more support. It's not enough yet. And look where I found it. Look at the accuracy here. Look at the accuracy here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to zoom in. Just give me a sec. All right, trading view is a little bit different. Look at the accuracy here, guys. At the zone here. Literally touched. I'm going to try and go a little bit back so you can see there's another zone there. Let's see if there's anything else. Hold on, let it just let it what do you call it, load. Right here, look at this. Mr. H, look at this thing. Look at the accuracy. So there's a consistency of rejection, consistency of opening that is actually following through here. Now, guys, what's very important with what I just mentioned, if you go to the daily frame back again, look at this daily frame once again. Give it a sec. From a momentum perspective, you can clearly see that we've not found a proper support yet. Is everybody with me? We have not found that area of rest. Now, Shira, I'm sure you remember, I've spoken to you guys about rest before. Yes, price needs to rest itself on a very strong support. What happens at this support? It means it's consolidating, creating what? Momentum to push up. Now, guys, I was thinking about this morning, took a nice hot shower, and I thought, what am I going to come and tell the guys this morning in the trading room, particularly the guys that are regulars, the guys that are with me, all right? Not the new guys, because the new guys are going to benefit from what we say. That goes without a shadow of a doubt, because Cheryl, you came on, you benefited. Shira came on, you benefited. Mr. H, you came on, you benefited. Mike, Mpo, Petro, everybody that's been with me now has benefited, right? But I can't just leave you guys alone like that. All right, the guys that have now become regular attendees. There is a point where you get this information in your head as a trainer. I want you to hear me very closely. There's a point that comes where you are bombarded with information and you understand now. All right, is everybody with me? Now you understand when I talk about levels. You understand when I say, guys, watch out for that specific pivot point. You've even seen profits because of it. Is everybody clear there so far? That's the first point. Second point, what you now need to go and do is you must become such a great monitor of the wording and become more intentional now, because sometimes you can make the money and you can do it 5 times over because of what we've discussed. But you got to switch the gears and say, you know what? I'm going to write down this thing and I'm actually going to intentionally go and do this exactly what I learned. That point must arrive, because that then is the start of you building your strategy. I spoke to someone yesterday and I said this to them. Guys, this session that I'm having, I'm speaking to myself or for myself at this moment. I'm interested in getting you to create a method for yourself. Shira, Petro, that's my interest here. Does it make sense, everybody? Because we can go to YouTube and we can go and search 1 hour support and resistance strategy. You guys already know you're going to find something there. So I'm interested in seeing you guys get to a place where you see, Ash, I see the dollar index is pushing down at this moment. We're looking at a 105 area here. My plan is to trade the weakness of the dollar in the GBP USD. I want to go and look at the weakness of the dollar now that I'm viewing here in that currency pair, and I have to approach it through my own approach or my own setup. Do you see that? But that requires you to be intentional now. It needs you to be intentional. Is everybody clear? Because having information and being intentional is 2 different things. Is everybody with me there? I have information on the new insurance company that I want to go to. I can see the advertising everywhere. I can tell them their number, 0860 12 11 13, whatever. Email address, sales at Ashley Insurance, blah, 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 blah. Is everybody with me? So I can give you the information, but my intention, I have to call them. I have to actually spend money. I actually need to talk and ask questions. I need to sit and write down questions. What will I ask these people before I make a deal? Does that make sense, everybody? I cannot stress this enough. And this is for the guys that are joining me on a regular basis. Is everybody with me? Can I conclude with this intro with the dollar? Mr. H, I can trade the dollar 7 ways. 7 ways through 21 time frames. Because I have my lines. I have the intentional pattern that I follow. Does that make sense, everybody? Mike? So what we've been doing is I've been giving you guys inputs of those patterns. Does that make sense? The pivot points relates to anything. You can trade it on a short hour, a shorter time frame, or on a higher time frame. Is everybody clear? These pivot points, you can put that into any strategy method that you have. It doesn't matter. Any approach, because it is a principle. It is a principle. All right, everybody. So dollar index pushing down. Dollar index pushing down. So we are looking from a pattern perspective for a weaker dollar. Everybody's clear with that. We're looking for a weaker dollar. And I told him, Kize, it was yesterday, I believe, that people are taking their money and they're taking out of the weak dollar and they're putting it into other areas now. It is the concept, the principle of value. Wherever value is, investors put their money there. Does that make sense? Investors are looking at buying the dollar again after December, because now it's going to move from 4 consecutive 75 basis point hikes to move down to 50 now. Is everybody with me? So that means that inflation, from a projecting perspective, they are projecting it to be tamed now. The reason why they were increasing it by these basis points was because of the high inflation. All right, everybody clear? So let's go and look now for a weaker dollar in our analysis. All right, Siyabonga says, oh, there's a lot. No, hold on. There's too many comments here. So I'm not going to go. I'm just going to go through them and then see. All right, planning pages. And the guys that are on YouTube, you should be getting in here. All right, because it's not the same. It's not you. You have to be in here. All right. All right. And the last one there. Hold on. Into gold. Yes, they put into gold. Take out the dollar. Yes. Physical classes. Siyabonga, I told the guys I'll be running on the tables if that was the case. Eh? On those tables, I'd be running. Literally. All right. Now look at this. I'm going to the NASDAQ first. Cheryl, we chatted yesterday about NZD USD. I hope you're happy because it hit our TP. It went past yours, it hit the TP we discussed. And that's very nice. Yeah? Are we together? But we are gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's I like Zoom because you know, I'll just I won't even say anything there, Uncle Sean. You know, I'm just moving swiftly, you know. All right. So look at this. NASDAQ. We have the 12153. Is Gerard online? Is the big G online there? Hold on. No. Spoke to him this morning here. All right, guys. Asked about if there is a possible long here. We chatted about this yesterday, and we did have a TP at 12153. We were short that high hit there, 65 pips away. Brilliant, on par. Is everybody with me here? Asked Ash, can we enter again? And I said to him, it's very dangerous to re-enter something that has gone up already. The risk will be high, but it does not mean it's impossible. Is everybody with me? Trump is running elections 2024. You guys saw that? 2024, he wants to come back in again. And remember, he has no political experience except for the ones that he now accumulated when he was in office. But before that, hy niks gehad nie. Does that make sense, everybody? He had nothing. And he became the 45th president. So in my mind, I'm saying it's risky, but it's not impossible. It's risky, but it's not impossible. Are we together, everybody? I was speaking to the guys this morning. Clinton gave me a nice remedy there for grass fertilizer. You know, I like to bring in real examples of everyday life because that's what trading is. Yeah, he gave me a nice example there. Some things I didn't understand. And I asked, what does that mean? Are we together? Because, I'm a pen guy. I'm not really the guy that will be outside there with the spade and so, but I try my best. Are we together? So it's not impossible for me to do it. So I'm asking, it's risky, but I'm asking because it's not impossible. Is everybody with me? We can learn. So I said to him, Big G, spade or shovel. Hey, Uncle Shorty, you informed this morning. Mr. H, Uncle Shorty's informed this morning, man. So I said to him, 11,872 is the area of entry. Now you can clearly see a 1 hour has two hours already closed above. 2 hour has closed above. Now remember, I've spoken to you guys about the different worlds. Cheryl, you remember this. Mr. H, this is a world on its own. That is a world. It's the hourly world. This is the minute world. All right. And this is the momentum world. Can you guys see the yellow? Excuse me, you can. All right. So that's the momentum world, the hourly world, the minute world. You have to locate yourself here. You have to locate yourself. It goes back to my intro. Tongue twister. All right. You have to locate yourself and say, listen, I don't have the time to be trading and looking at my screen. So the minute world is not going to work for me. Is everybody with me? Mpo, Pietro, you might come and say, listen, I do have. So the minute world might work. Do you see that, everybody? Some guys are working from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. That is a lang thing. That's a lot of time. Are we from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.? Is the minute world going to work for you? Will you get a hold of me at 8 a.m. in the morning and say, Ash, listen, man, so should I buy NASDAQ now? You're not going to have the time. So what should you be doing? You should be focusing on the momentum world. Is everybody with me there? So obviously, because Big G asked me if we can re-enter, I said big risk, but it is not impossible. 12,153 is the same TP, 230 pips. We are basing this off the dollar weakness because we see the negative correlation. I'm going to ask the guys now, we're seeing the upside because of the downside on the dollar and the upside of that gold. Are we together? So is there anyone that would like to take the risk, get into this trade now? Are we together? I will give you risk and reward. I'll give it to you so that you can obviously make the decision. There's Shira there. All right, same TP, 12,153. It's 228 pips there. 228. And we're going to have a TP here. Guys, the best I can do for you today with this one here, it's within the firing line. Don't forget that. And yesterday as well. So this is going to be a risky trade. Don't forget it. I got to make that clear. It's going to be risky, but you are no strangers to risk. All right, Mr. H, I like to bring up our gold trade because I like making reference to what's happened, isn't it? So because we experience it together, that's the best way. When you experience something with someone, it makes more sense to them. So from a risk perspective, we were for the downside. It showed us the flip side, and the same thing is happening. We're just taking a risk. It's what happens in the market. We're taking a risk. So if you are ready to get into this one right now, you have a 400 reward. You have a 196 risk that's going into the NASDAQ, correlating with the US dollar and gold. Are we together there, everybody? All right. So I see Shira's in. Anyone else that's in there? Let's see. I've been holding this trade since yesterday. Beautiful. And it was also long yesterday, Kuda. It was also long. We were long anyway. 65 pips away from our TP. Divan is in. Whichever one it hits, you'll be in profit. Beautiful. Now, guys, all I can say is this. If I was with you physically, I'd have my big bell. Ayanda's in. And that bell of mine, if the guy said I'm in, I would have been running around in the class with my bell, just ringing the HE double toothpicks out of it. You know what I want to say there, all right? Mr. H is in as well. I'd be ringing. Shira, I think I said that wrong. You know, I could have said it the HE double toothpicks. All right? I'd be ringing it and I'd be looking at you straight in the face, you know, eyeball to eyeball. I would have liked to look at Uncle Philip, eyeball to eyeball, you know. Let's go to S&P 500. This fellow here, we still have a 4119. 4119. We're still seeing the upside here. All right, we had it done yesterday. I'm still seeing the same upside here, guys. Nothing's changing. I said to you yesterday, I'm keeping certain levels on for this morning's session, which I have done now. 4119. Is there anyone interested in this one? Remember, it correlates technically with the other indices, all three of them. US 30, which is also known as the Dow Jones. Are we together? Then you have the NASDAQ and you have the S&P 500. They correlate together. Not always the same pace, not always the same pip distance, but they correlate in terms of direction. All right, everybody. So is there anyone else that is in? Let me see. Fonley's in, Jakes is in. Anyone else? John, you're saying let's. What does let's mean? You got to give me some more detail there, Johnny. Gertrude, you want to get in here? Hold on. Let's go and see what's cracking with this one. As Amal noch all right. Everybody's still all right. Everybody's still cool, right? Let's just make sure. 114 pips. Not bad for the S&P, guys. This is the smaller index. Not that bad, eh? Normally you're going to walk away with about 80 pips or so and so forth, but not too shabby. Guys, this is also from a 1-to-2 ratio perspective. It's going to be tricky. There's a 1-to-2, 3947. 3947. Emergency exit your mic is not going to work here because the risk and reward is not going to make sense. Remember, this dip here is where our emergency exit would be. But look how far price is already from the emergency exit. What did I say to you about the emergency exits there? When you go into the dip, you want to find the lowest wick, the high of the wick. So you can see here, this is not going to work. Risk and reward will be obscured here. So we're not going to work with that. All right, we got to work with the stop loss in this specific case, 3947. And one of the other reasons why the EE is not going to work is because this is a breakout phase and we are in the movement area now, zone. So it's not going to work. Are we together, guys? Getting into it or using an emergency exit when it comes to the movement phase, all right, is very dangerous. Risk and reward might not work out. Emergency exit works beautiful at the accumulation phase. Everybody clear? I'm moving on. Dow Jones now. This one, guys, we did not say anything. We did not say or conclude yesterday with this. I said, let's watch it first. This is exhaustion. Can you see the exhaustion there? If you go to a shorter time frame, look how long it's taking. Just from a daily perspective, this 1 day here. 1 day, it's taken 3 days. It's not even gone halfway. Can you guys see that? So this candle here has a halfway mark. This has not even gone halfway. It's telling you that the sellers are not winning here. Is everybody clear? The sellers are not winning here. Amaliso, we can. It's a long trade. Yes, Vedna, it's a long trade. Cat, JPY, we'll have a look, Uncle Sean, not a problem. But tell me your TP there. I want to know the TP. What are you trying to do? Long or short? You know the rules. All right. So we leave this one alone. Let's just check it out first, guys. I don't want to get too carried away with it. It can be very volatile. All right, let's move on. We're going now to Brent. From a daily perspective, you can see what the mental is doing to this guy here, guys. Brent, WTI, heavily influenced by fundamentals. Everybody clear with that? So if you're going to trade it, please understand that your TPs might take longer to reach. Fundamentals can delay it. Don't forget about the Uno. Uno, not Uno, dos, tres. Uno, not language. The Uno Turbo. All right, everybody. Who's new here? Oh, no, Vedna, but Ved, you've been with us now for a few days. Am I right? You know, when Vedna came on with the Galaxy device, Vedna would always say, it's Vedna. 104.9. All right, got it. All right. The Uno Turbo. Drive a turbo or Uno Turbo on the highway. If you reach 120 kilometers per hour, I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know, the normal Uno 1.1. You know, maybe Clint will be able to tell me if it goes to 120. Maybe it goes to 100. I don't know. Cher, I don't know. But I know that Anya, you know, she liked the Smarty Uno. She told us she drove one. And so the 1.1 reaching 120, 140 on the highway, I think maybe that's impossible. I don't know. Just a normal, not done up, all right? Not done up. Engine just standard, all right? I don't think it will reach it, but let's say it did. 120 kilometers per hour on the highway, and you put a speed hump right there. Imagine the turmoil. Imagine the chaos as the driver in that car. Are we together, everybody? So John says Uno Turbo can definitely, so you can reach 120 on the highway. It can. Oh my word! So what is it? Is it a 1.3 or 1.4? When you say, because I know the normal one is a 1.1. Yes. So is it a 1.4 or what? 1.3. Okay, interesting. But it must be shaking though, Uncle. Sure. It must be, wait, your car shakes like this. There was a guy that told me years ago, he says, Ashley, if you are driving a car and it starts shaking on the highway, that's a sign you must get a new car. I'm like, all right, okay. It's like driving a Quid. Clint, please tell me, okay, you've lost me there with that one. Is the Quid that Renault? Is it? Okay, it's a Renault. I had a friend who had one. We did a tour up the West Coast in it. We were young, and I leave the other word out there, Shira. Very, very quick with the words, and that car was coffin on wheels. My wife said, "Don't get a super bike, Ash," because she also believes the same thing. You guys agree with that? You guys agree with that? Whilst I finish off with Brent here, guys, don't even talk about the smart car, Pietro. That thing is, I'm just gonna move on over that one. We can speak the whole day about that one. Yeah. All right, Brent and WTI, the same thing, guys. Heavily influenced by fundamentals. Very interesting, though. The president of Poland is saying that he can't conclude that it was Russia that fired the missile. I believe the US also said it's not a Russian missile. There'll obviously be things that are coming out, because now remember, guys, Ukraine, Russia has war. Guess what? Missile kills 2 people. Guess what? Start of next year, Poland's now involved somewhere because something was leaked. Are we together? And if Poland gets involved as an example, yes, something else now comes. So guys, fundamentals will always have something. All right, we'll always have something. I'm seeing some more AUD Swiss franc, and I saw another one there. Hold on. Thanks, Vedna. AUD CAD. Okay. And they both are sells, yeah? I'm going to be honest with you there. Aussie has been very strong. So we're going to see when we go into the technicals now, right? Exactly, Shira. And that could be, Shira, check this. If that happens, now do you see how this World War thing can begin to manifest? Because remember, Russia, Ukraine, there was nothing like that. Do you see that? There was nothing like that because there was no validity. There was no qualification as to why it should escalate to that specific place. Remember that. But if things like this happen, do you see how it gets closer to involving these guys now? That becomes the problem. And what do we do as traders when this happens, ladies and gentlemen? What do we do? As traders, we want to make some money. So let them, and I'm saying this is in a very sensitive way. The unfortunate part is that people obviously lose their lives. Are we together? Families are distraught. People need to rebuild. Are we together? But just as that happens, just like in nature, same thing. If one dies, another one is born. Are we together? And so there's other cities and other systems that will be built after this, which is the truth. Are we together, everybody? So really, we really hope there's not a lot of craziness, but such is life. Yeah. Gold here for Mr. H. I'm so happy that we did not do anything here. Are you happy, Mr. H? So happy that we put this together and we did not long it. I gave you guys his levels yesterday. You guys remember this was yesterday. I said to you guys, watch out for 1784. All right, watch out. And then also mentioned there was a possible short there. And I said to you that only if we close beneath 1773, then we will look for a short. But guys, can I please do this with you? I'm going to give you some more info now, all right? I'm going to give you more info. And the reason why I'm giving you more info is because I wanted to see what happens over here. Are we together? 1733. Look at the zone here, because price could have come down yesterday as well. Can you see that? This was yesterday. So I said to you that if we close beneath here, are we together? 1773, which is the zone, then we short. But what's very important now is the following. I want you really to pay attention to this. Look at this. This is our zone now. And I want you to write this down for me. 1773 and 1757. Write that down for me. 1773 and 1757. That is going to be the entry that we're looking for. Everybody clear there? Let me just make sure everybody is clear there, guys. I'm going to give you guys 14 seconds left for everybody to respond, please. 1757 is the area that we are looking for. 1757, and it's a beautiful short, 458. But remember, the dollar at this point in time has not found 100% of support yet. So that is why we are putting an obstacle in place in case. Look at the dollar index here. Give me a sec, I'll show you. If this continues to happen, that trade is not panning out. Is everybody clear? If this continues to happen, we are not going to do anything. All right, everybody, for now, we wait. USD JPY. Very happy. You know what? I'm actually very happy that I did the session yesterday, or at least stood in for Roger, because it gave us a chance to look at a few things. Did we not say that we need some candles beneath 138 and then we shorted to 137? That was for the guys that were more aggressive. There was a second one to 135. There was a third one to 133. I gave you guys options here, right? Now look at this. Look at the hour. Cheryl did not close beneath. Look at that. Look at the 2 hour. Koleseni, look at this. No close. So our level of breakout was so powerful, so accurate. We did not engage because we got no hourly worlds closing beneath. Look at the rejection. So some guys would have said, yeah, you know, Ash, but yeah, we could have made money there. Yes, if you were trading the minute frames. Is everybody with me if you were trading the minute frames? Now, what is the problem with trading minute frames, guys? What's the problem with trading minute frames? Because I can tell you a pro, you can make a lot of money. I can give you a great advantage. You trade a 5 minute, 10 minute, and you guys, you can make a killer because that minutes are being done now. Does it make sense? But it has a price. And that price comes in the form of risk. Is everybody clear there, guys? Yes. Overlooking the trend can stop you out. Yes. Hartaanvallen. Yeah, no, listen, that's I'm telling you, you will get a heart attack there. All right. You'll just feel it pumping in the chest. So you can trade it if you went for a 4 hour time frame. Look at this. 4 hour time frame. Come on, man. Yeah, look, beautiful. But if we have to be honest with each other, guys, this requires you to have done analysis on this side here. Everybody, 100%. You needed to do analysis here. We were not looking at that. We were looking for the future, which was this zones here. Is everybody clear? That's what we were looking for. And it did not work in accordance with how we analyzed it. All right? So we leave that one alone. We leave it alone. What's happening here currently, it is accumulating. This is accumulation phase. So we need the break here. We need the hours to start pushing down from here. All right? Below 138. Let's move on very, very, very swiftly now. All right. Everybody clear? Swaybrand. Hey, yeah, that thing. What do you call that in heartburn? Yeah. Just drink some alkaline powder. All right. and you must have a thick skin. Let's go to the next one. GBP USD. Very happy it reached our 1.19. Look at that. TP hit, and then it rejected immediately. Look at that. So our TP's hit. Let's just wait with this one, guys. TP was hit yesterday. We came into the trading room, and I said to you guys, we're still looking for the upside, and we're still looking at 1.1979. The TP hit there. Let's just wait this one out first. All right. Let's see how it forms. If you look at the hourly frame, TP hit, came back down, and you can see we are basically accumulating. Let's just see what happens at the zone here before we make a decision. Euro USD, TP hit there, 1.04216. I gave you this block yesterday, 1.04216, TP hit there as well. Everybody clear? Let's just wait it out, please, guys. Let's just see what happens. You can see it has the same structure, went up, hit the TP. We've come back into the zone. Let's see how it formulates here now. If that dollar decides to go up, we know where we're going to trade it to. Is everybody clear? We already have an area. It's fine. We're going to trade it down, yes, to 1.00. Because remember, guys, the reason why we keep these things in place is because it helps us make a decision for if we need to switch roles now. Remember, you're not only looking at longs here. Is everybody clear there? If the price shifts here, you must adapt. It's amalaso. You got to adapt. You got to learn to adapt, yes? Weaker USD, but also weak GBP. There was profit on euros around 8.9. Yeah, if you are referring to today, if you're referring today, that's 47 pips, and that is not going to be for the guys that are looking at the hourly frames. All right, they're going to be looking at minute frames for that specific one there. NZD USD. Cheryl, you must be happy with this. Like I said to you in our intro, our TP was hit at 61,959. That was also yesterday. And we out. The next area is 63313. But we need price to break above that zone there. That's going to give us about 129 pips, but let's just wait for it to see what happens. Please write that down, 61959. That's going to be our breakout area here. All right, everybody. Remember, we are basing this on dollar weakness at this point in time. So please understand that is our angle. All right. Let's go to AUD USD. This one here, you can see this was last week's TP. All right, it already hit it. That was yesterday. It was chowed. And we're also waiting for, from our perspective, look at that. It's just bundling up here now at the top. Please be careful here now. All right, be very careful here now. If I do this, I've got a minute frame on now. Uncle Sean, I'm not going to touch Brent now. Is there anyone else that would like to buy Brent? That's seeing the upside. If you would like, we can go there, not a problem. I'm not going to touch it now. I'm going to wait for Brent. This is the higher high. Okay, so you also want to buy Brent. We'll go check it out now. Just give me the levels that you guys want to buy it to so that we can go and check it out. All right. Guys, what's important about this fellow here? Hold on. We need this to break here. 67907. Before we do anything. It's rejecting at this moment in time, okay? So we wait for it. Everybody clear there? We wait for it. There's something that I'm going to show you just now that I did with the GBP yen, just to give you an, a nice understanding. 94.5. 94.5. Let's Ach nee, man. All right, look at the Clint, that's the only way I'm going to show frustration. Ach, near man, and then we move on. It's like my coping mechanism. 15 pips, Uncle Sean. You must be putting in 20 standard lots there. Uncle Sean. Uncle Sean, no. That's stop loss there. 14 pips, 7 pip stop loss. Putting in 20 standard lot must be. Anyone that wants to join Uncle Sean there to 94.5? Anyone? Something like that. Yeah, Uncle Sean, right? All right, guys, I'm going to give it 14 seconds. If no one responds, I'm going to give my quick 14 seconds. And I'm going to move on. All right, we've already gone through the AUD USD. You move your stop loss 16 pips. Yeah, 15, 16. Yeah, I mean, what's the difference? 15, 16 pips. What's the difference? All right. Cool. Let's move, guys. We got the AUD USD. We've done with that. All right. USD Swiss franc. Very happy we did not go in here, Cheryl. We did nothing here. Mr. H. Niks gedoen hier, Sonny. We said we're going to wait for it. Remember that. We need to break this 93784. We're not doing anything. Guys, what's very important about this, many guys see this and then they say, let's sell. They see this, Shira, they see this and they say, that's it. Sorry, I just got a good passionate day, Mr. H. And I wish I was physical. If I was with you physically, it wouldn't have sounded maybe that loud. But, some guys see those candles and they're like, El Hanover, go up. And the problem is that because you're not technical in your approach, guess what? You sell it, and then this guy starts moving back up. You in big trouble. Your body's gonna get hot. You eat of that hot chilies from the top down. It's very, very hot for the whole body. All right, and we don't chase it. Yes, we leave it. We wait for it to come to us. All right, Clinton, Kumalo, use any specific indicators would you recommend? I'm going to give Clinton that breakdown that I've been giving all of you guys. All right, Clinton, if you're asking me specifically as an individual, I don't use indicators as Ashley. Are we together? But I teach people to use until they are comfortable because it's not about me. Does it make sense? My approach is different. I've been trading for a specific time. So I train my eye to see what I see. Are we together? But you don't tell someone, use this, use that. It's unfair. Number one. Number two, you're obscuring their growth. Everybody with me? A good teacher is going to tell you what the tool represents and you decide. Does that make sense? So put them all in your bag. Use the RSI. It's an oscillator as an example. Are we together? If you use the moving average, it comes from the trend family indicator. So you can combine them and see which ones works. But never, guys, I'm going to say this with confidence. If someone tells you what you must, keyword, must do, be very careful. Be very careful. Are we together? Because you might just be going into their footsteps. And if they have a 4 out of 10 ratio, Mr. H, guess what? You're going to get a 4 out of 10 ratio as well. But teach someone so that they can create their own ratio. That is the next move in society. Is everybody with me? Up until now, guys, can I just conclude here with that? Because that's an important question. In society, what have we seen in books? 10 useful tips, 5 ways to make success, 10 ways to make the best malva pudding, 9 ways to kick your cat. I'm being crazy here. Are we together? Are we together? That was what happened. The next move in intellectual property, the experts that can show people how to create their own, they're going to be multi-billionaires, not multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires. If you show someone how to do it and they can come back with that and say, listen, man, after I went through your course, after I went through, your ways and I created my own and I see profits, guys, you're going to be a very rich man. Are we together, everybody? That's where we're moving towards. We're done with the 10 success It's done. That was a motivational move. That's just to get the guys there, you know, just to get you there, you know, get you to pay the 250 Rand. We're moving away from it. We're evolving. Everybody clear? And ons is nou moeg, man. Ons is moeg vir die 5 ways. We're tired of these 10 steps. Ons moeg. Are we together, everybody? All right. So 14 seconds. Just a pause. Everybody understands? Is everybody okay? Because I'm going to move on to the next now. All right. I'm going to move on to the next. I'll give you just those few seconds just to get yourself okay. Then we're going to move. All right. All right. USD CAD. Whew. So happy we didn't do anything here either. Niks gedoen nie. We said 1.32503 is our area. If we break that zone, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the green. We go to the green. Is everybody clear? We go to the green. For now, we wait. We wait. Look at this. Not even a 4-hour close beneath it. The whole of yesterday. 4-hour time frames has 6 candles. All 6 was above that area. Talk about accuracy. All 6 of them closed above that 1.32503. That shows you it is a respected zone. Is everybody clear? It's a respected area. And this also tells us it's like a yield sign. Stop. Once all of the guys have gone, it's your turn. Then you go. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for our turn. Where does our turn come in? Where does our turn come in? Who can tell me? When do we know it's our turn? For us to sell here. All right. Anna Marie Rogers suggested sell. Remember, everybody looks at charts from a different angle. All right. Different angles. All right. Sometimes it could be that someone is looking at it from I want to get in as early as possible. Do you see that? So we'll say sell now. Does it make sense, everybody? It's different. So if you ask someone else, they might say no, but because I'm scalping, you know, I have to look for a different area. Or if you say to someone else, no, but I don't have time to trade, so I'm not looking for accurate entries here. I just want to get into the trend. Does it make sense? What I'm showing you guys here, all right, is the accuracy of levels. Mr. H, Petro, can you guys see this? Are you with me here, guys? Gabriel, Tepo, Robert, Shemaine, Antoine, all of you guys. What I'm showing you here is the accuracy of levels, how levels are being respected. You can create your strategy around that. Does that make sense? Create your entire approach around it, but I want to show you how accurate price is. That's my aim here. Is everybody with me here? It's not to tell you what to do. All right. Lastly on this, if anyone tells you what to do, they must also pay your bills at the end of the month. They must also pay your rent or your mortgage bond or must buy you cat food or whatever. We're together. Because you're telling the person what to do now. So also it must filter through. Are we together, everybody? So rather we stay away from it and you show and let them decide. That's more wisdom. All right. We move on. We wait for it. We wait for it. Wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the principal thing. We must use wisdom. All right. Clinton, you want to look at gold? Okay, we come from gold. Not a problem. We can quickly go to gold again. We said we're not going to touch gold for now. All right. We said we're going to wait for price to push down. All right. Beneath 1773 and 1757. That's where we want to enter. Now, what's important about this, there's guys that might want to scalp it. Maybe this green area here. Do you see that? That's going to be the guys that are trading it on a minute frame. Let's say 30-minute or 15-minute. All right. But the problem is here. This is the problem. Can I show you this? The reason why I'm going to point this out to you to say that it might not be a good idea is because price did close beneath there anyway. Did you see it go down there already? No, it did not. So the minute frames you can see has closed beneath, but it has not gone to 1757, which tells you that there's not enough sellers here to even drive the minute frames down. Is everybody with me there, guys? There's not enough sellers even to drive the minute frames down. So even if a red candle closed beneath 1773 and you short it, you might get yourself into trouble. Everybody clear there? I can give you a level. I can give you a level. It's not a problem to give you a level. Does that make sense? Actually, you know what? Let me give the guys a level. The guys that want to trade it from a more minute frame, all right? Shaman Asharas want to know which currency pair one should trade during the London. All right, so it's not specific to a specific session. It's true, yes, that when that session is running, like the euro, like the pound, like the CHF example, when the London session is running, yes, because it's in that zone, there's business that's happening. It's true, it can be more volatile. There's news that's coming out when that specific session is running. It's true, yes, there can be volatility, but don't be too specific and say, I can only trade the pound in the London session. I can only trade the yen in the Tokyo session. Because in the Tokyo session, are we together? The opposite can happen. The yen can do nothing. And then only in the London session, the yen moves. So it's about the buyers and sellers here. All right, so don't be specific like that. I get that question all the time. And I've been debunked. I debunked myself when I started out. I thought that was the case as well. I thought when it's the yen, trade Tokyo, wake up early in the morning. So Mr. H, I slept like this. One eye closed, one open. I said, I'm trading the yen, yes. And nothing happened. Are we together? So don't think just because it's in the Tokyo session, it represents Japan, it's going to move. It can move in the London. It can move in the US session as well. Everybody with me there? All right. Hold on. So let me just quickly give this to you for the guys that want to trade the gold. To be very honest with you guys, okay, to be very, very honest with you, this 50% here, that area there is a stronger area for a sell. That's 76 pips. And I'm talking about getting into 1757. This is a problem area. Why not sell it and ash from 1773? Because it has closed below there already. And it hasn't gone down to the 50% mark. Can you guys see that? So what's to say when you sell it, it's going to go there again? Remember, you're working on probability. Is everybody clear? You're working on probability here, not guarantee. Can I say that again? Please write that down to help the psychology. You work on probability, not guarantee. Everybody with me? Tepo, can you guarantee? Safiso, can you guarantee you're going to wake up tomorrow? Shira, can you guarantee me you're going to wake up tomorrow? No, you cannot. So if you can't guarantee that, why would you guarantee it here? For the flesh and blood that you have in front of you, you can see your eyes in the mirror. You can't guarantee if you're going to wake up. There's a probability you'll wake up, isn't it so? Because you've got a good health condition. You've got good heartbeats per minute. Is it 35 beats per minute? Tell me there, all the fitness freaks. All right. And, you have some good blood cells. You got no viruses. So the probability of you waking up is high, but it's not a guarantee. I've seen people, look, I'm 35. I'm a young man. I've seen guys 10 years younger than me get heart attacks in the shower. 25 and you get a heart attack and you fit, you buff, you eating lean meat, blah, blah. List goes on. Heart attack. Talk to me, somebody. So there's no guarantee here. Is everybody clear? Vedna, you know what? Absolutely. Still a young man. But 10 years younger than me. Even a baby. Are we together? Supposed to have a healthier body than me. Is everybody with me here? And I'm still alive. Is everybody clear with this, guys? Is everybody with me here, guys? All right. Clint, if you don't mind, can you just quickly pop up to Dwayne there and just say to him, I am in the trading room. All right. You requested something from me. Just send him a message. I'm in the trading room. Please, if you don't mind, my friend. All right, everybody. So let's move on. We are done now. Let's go to those guys. We're going to go to the AUD Swiss franc here first. All right. The guys are looking at a short. Cheryl, if you look at this chart like this, do you see the short? Remember, guys, I want you to look and just look at it. Do you see the short? Just look at it. Don't put any preconceived notion on it. Don't just look at it and tell me, Mr. H, do you see a short here? And guys, Mike, Gabriel, Sofiso, to everybody, before you take anything into consideration, whatever idea you got, whatever you saw on the news, whoever said what, the first thing you do is look at the chart yourself. Open the chart, look at the momentum, and then you say, listen, from a daily perspective, if we say short, and let's say we shorted from there to there, that's 45 pips. Is everybody with me here, guys? Look at this, 45 pips. So if you say short, and you say, no, we're going to short it to there. If you're going to short it to here, that's 142 pips. Are you telling me this thing is going to push down immediately now without breaking a level? Look at this area here already. It must also cut through that area there before we go from there, look at this, to there. Is everybody with me here? So it must cut through this pivot point. This is a daily frame. This is November. Can you guys see this? This is October. So, Mr. H, it must break October's back here. The support. Back is there for support. Am I right? It must break October's back. We need a daily frame beneath here to show us direction, momentum. But if you just say, no, I want to short it from there to there, that makes sense to me. Is everybody with me? Shira, does this not make sense here? Shemaine, Mr. W, Fani, does this not make sense? If you say, I want to short it from there to there, that makes sense. All right. But if you say you want to short it from there to there, now you got a question. So do you still see the short there, Cheryl, to your specific TP there? When you look at it from this specific angle here? All right, hold on. Was the signal all right? Remember, every signal there, Mr. H, remember the same concept, right? Signal comes out, first look at the TP. That's the first thing you look. Stop losses get adjusted. That's going to be relative to where the price is, right? Okay. But the first thing you look at, where's the TP? Where's your exit? It's like a career. You get in, where do you want to exit? You must have a plan for that. So the same thing here. Where's the person's exit? And once you've established the exit, then you can start crafting and saying, hey, you know what? I don't think that's going to happen now. We first need a break there. So for now, I'll agree on a 15-minute trade maybe. Look at that. See, that can work. Can you see that? That can possibly work. Because if you look at it from this angle, we just need to break this zone here. Then we have about 49 pips. That takes us down to this box here, which makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Is everybody with me there? Look at this. So from this box here, that box, we want to go down to these two boxes here. Do you see that, everybody? This makes sense. Now, if you take it in the bigger scheme of things, look at that area there. All right, look at that area there versus, look at this. There. It's totally different pictures, this. Everybody clear? All right. From Rogers Group. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. So take the signal, look at it, see if it makes sense. Is it shorter term? Is it longer term? And guys, remember, there's nothing wrong with waiting for it to get to that area there, 6-3. Are we together? All you need to do is now you just got to wait for it to break another pivot point, and then you're fine. Are we together? Then you're fine. All right. All right. First, always look at it. No matter who gives anything, doesn't matter. Even if you saw an expert trader out there that's showing you demo profits, or as an example, I'm being sarcastic. Are we together, everybody? Even if you see, please look at it and go and study it for yourself. That is the whole point of empowerment. That's the whole point. So I get this, but from a momentum perspective, this I get, but from a momentum perspective, it might be a bit different there. Okay, 63163 could be a possible area. That's AUD Swiss franc. The guys, Uncle Sean, you wanted to look at CAD JPY. All right. I like the word there, the suggested ideas. And it's and guys, I think, can we just give Shara a round of applause, because that is the revelation that all of the guys should actually be in or get to. All the guys that came on even just yesterday. It's a suggested trade. It's not investment advice where it is, a throat to your neck to say you have to do it, or a gun to your head. Does it make sense? It's suggested, but you must use it to sharpen yourself. Everybody clear there? All right? I'm just going to ignore that. Shara, you see that? I'm just going to... Cat JPY, let's move on. Cat JPY, I'm moving on. Hey, Shara, can't live with him, can't live without him, Cat JPY. Are you guys learning something here this morning, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys learning something here this morning? Talk to me. Cat JPY, hold on, let me just get it. Hey, Shara. All right, all right, so from a daily perspective, Cat JPY, look at the support, man. Uncle Sean, the support is very important for me. That's a very important one. All right, you can see it's there, but we need some more follow through there. All right, are we together? We need some more follow through. From a daily perspective, the only challenge here, hold on, I'll tell you. Not that one. 102. 102 looks good to the zone here. All right, please write this down here. 102.311. 102.311. This is not a long-term trade. This is very short. We're going to break it into two. We'll break this into two. I'm going to use the fib. Love using the fib. It's a tool. It goes back to the question there of indicators. It's for price action. It's for price action. I'm going to draw my area. So what's very important about what I'm showing you here, this is a precaution. I put this in as a precaution. Let me tell you why, all right? Now, from this area to this area here, can you see this? That's 89 pips. Can you guys see this? That's 89 pips. If you have 1 million in your account, 89 pips is like honey in hot water with lemon. Are we together? 89, if you have 1 million and 89 pips gets into your tunnel vision, because most guys are going to go for, Mr. H, from there to there. Most guys are going to think about that. Is everybody with me? They're going to think, let me trade it from there to there, from 104 to 102. But you can actually make this 2 trades. Everybody with me here, guys? It's very nice, yeah? So if it breaks the zone here, getting out there would be better, because it's not guaranteed it's going to go down to the 50%. Is everybody with me here? Is everybody with me? It's not guaranteed it's going to hit the 50%. It can hit the 50%. Yes, of course. We're not ruling that out. But sometimes you want to decrease the risk. And so 89 pips to that zone, the reason why I draw that zone is to decrease my risk. So I know at least I'm going to make my money. Is everybody with me? I'm going to make my money. Because now you get in and you wait for 103 to hit. You come back and then this happened. Look at this. And I know you guys have been here, there, and then this happens. And then you sitting there and you're like, yes, man, I should have gotten out there, that zone over there. Are we together? So let's apply wisdom. See, wisdom is the principal thing. So we rather get out here, wait for it to go beneath the 50. Is everybody with me? Now you get out, wait for it to go beneath the 50 because now the probability is higher. The probability is higher now. Is everybody clear? All right. I just joined in and my screen is not sharing. So the lesson is sort of, I'm very sorry about that. I'm not so sure why yours is not sharing. Guys, can you guys see? No, I'm not sure. Well, you know, that price pattern there is relative. Not everybody is going to know all of the patterns, but that happened with me on US 500. My account had tripled, but I did not end up taking small profits. So Kuda is saying something important to us there. Can you see it, ladies and gentlemen? Didn't even know that. So this point is important, is that increase your probability, tools to increase your probability. And I'm going to show it to you with a pair that I was doing. Are you guys ready for that? Uncle Sean, I'm going to leave this one alone. It's also a yen pair now. Everybody clear? We're going to watch it. We have it 103, 104, and 102. We're gonna wait. I'm going to show you something now. Let's go to GBP yen. Let me show you what I actually did there. All right. You waiting for the breakout? Yes. Mr. H, watch this now. Watch this now. I spoke to you guys about price action, did I not? And I said to you guys, you can use a symmetrical triangle in different ways. I said to you guys that when you're looking at a symmetrical triangle, there's certain things that you must consider. Remember that. When you wait for a break, do you only wait for a break or something like a... And 20, remember, a break. Let's define that. A break. Can you guys hear me now? All right, beautiful. I think I dipped there, guys. All right, I think I dipped. I'm just seeing, hey, Cheryl, I'm just seeing everybody. Man, what's this, guys? All right. All right, beautiful. I'm back. Okay. So do you guys remember I had said to you that what's very important about this is that you can use this triangle in different ways, yeah? All right, now check this out. Symmetrical, I'm using higher highs. All right, everybody, higher highs. Hold on. I'm gonna see something here. I'm gonna tell you why I'm using this area here, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm going to tell you now. And then can I just confirm, everybody can hear me clearly, right? 167, 167. Everybody can hear me clearly, right? Okay, thanks a lot. Got you. Beautiful. All right, so watch here now. Watch. So our zone is here. That's our area, right? Say, that's what I want. So can you see here, we've broken out. And I'm now drawing this area here. So I'm drawing a symmetrical triangle. Mr. H, watch this very carefully now. Let me take this off so you can see what I've done. Let me take this off so you can see what I've done here. Now, according to what we are dealing with here, according to this, we have broken above the hemisphere. Remember, I spoke to you guys about this. Remember that. We've broken above and we are outside of the northern hemisphere. Ash, what is the northern hemisphere? It is this area here. That's the northern hemisphere. This is the southern hemisphere. All right. So you can see here that we've broken up. We are in the buyer zone. This is the buyer zone here. We're in the buyer zone right now. All right. Now watch this, Mr. H. Watch this very carefully. Here's my vertical apex. Can you guys see this? So this is the finish line. We want price to go over. That gives us a signal there on the buy. Am I right or wrong? Gives us the signal, right? All right, now watch this. Taking the fib. And I'm taking that high. Can you see the high there? Cheryl, the high there. There in that specific pivot point there. Can you guys see it there, right? Shira, can you see it? The pivot point over there. And then I'm going to connect it to this low here. Because we're only dealing with this movement here. We want to trade it to 167. So I can't put it there. I can't put it there. I'm dealing with this area here. It bounced from there all the way up. The trend ended there, and now it's bounced up. Does that make sense so far, everybody? So look at this. So there. Now watch. The 50% here. If price is above the 50% and crosses the finish line, even higher probability now. The probability is even higher. Now imagine this. Look where that zone is and look at the 61. So imagine price does this up over the finish line and the 61. Do you see where we want to take it to now? So I'm using the fib inside of the area that we want to trade. Is everybody clear there? This is now using the fib in a different way now. Remember, I showed you how you can use the fib to look at what? Retracements. I showed that you can use the fib to look at how you can cut your ranges in half. You guys remember that? Here's another way for you to use the same tool in a different way. Everybody with me? Hold on for me. I see the question, Mike. I see the question. This pivot point here, because this is the one we want to break. We want these to break here. And remember, this is an hour frame. So imagine this. We have everything in place now. Now watch this. Watch this. We have everything in place. No, sorry. If you go to a 4-hour now look at what I'm showing you. Imagine a 4-hour closes above here. Do you see how the probability is much higher for you to go up to 167? All right. Look at this. Mike, look at that wick here. This is a very weak candle. I spoke to you about bodies before. And I said to you, the thicker the body, the stronger the zone. This wick, there's more buyers here. Look at the rejection. Do you see that? So if we break above this area here, can you see how this becomes our TP? Is everybody clear here, guys? Is everybody clear on what I just showed them there, guys? We obviously, I'm seeing you again. Don't worry, we will do it again. All right. Look at the fan. Hold on. Look at the fan here. See the 61%. It's in alignment with the Fibonacci retracement. So both of them is adding up. Can you guys see this? All right. We're already at the 50%. This is a very nice, but we need to break that first. Right now it's resistance. We don't go anywhere if we don't break it, and you can get yourself into trouble there, okay? So we wait for it. Can we have a look at the AUD CAD? Yes, we can. Let's quickly go AUD CAD. I watched this one this morning as well. The 89910 is a bit of a challenge. This one is a bit of a challenge, man. You know, it's been pushing up in a very, very important way. Look at this. The 89800, we're rejecting there. Can you see that resistance there? We're rejecting. All right. So from a shorter term perspective, hold on, let's do this. Guys, I'm drawing all these things because I want you to be more fluid in technicals, because then when the fundamentals comes out, then you understand what's happening. If you don't understand the technical chart and the fundamentals comes out, then you won't understand why you did what you did. $49 pips. 8958. All right. 89598. That would be a much better place to short it. And then the bone collector. Okay, so again, I'm going to go back to what I said. Irrespective of a signal, please don't get cemented in the signal. Whether you got the signal, whether you saw it from someone, it doesn't matter. Take it, go and analyze it. I'm going to give you the same response. Doesn't matter who sent it. If I gave it, Roger, Uncle Sean, you know, whoever, Pete, whoever, are we together? Take it, analyze it, and then you make a decision whether you agree or not. All right, everybody clear there? Guys, we did very well this morning, man. We did absolutely well. That GBP yen, combining that FIB there, is going to produce a whole lot more accuracy in your entries, if that is what you are looking for. Because like I said to you, not everybody cares about an entry. Is everybody with me? Some guys just want to get into the trend. So they spend all their time looking at the trend, how to read it, how to take it apart, and then they trade based on that. All right. Meryl's asking if I think the NASDAQ, we did analyze it. Yes. All right. We did analyze it. Yes, we're looking for upside, but we said it is very risky because we have this area where it reached a high. It was a couple of pips away from our TP. And I dealt with that this morning to say that if you're going to take this trade, you're going to have to take it based on a much higher risk than yesterday. Because it might not push up to the second time, the second day, or the day after that. We might push down a little bit. This is a very risky trade. In my opinion, for myself, I actually told someone this morning that I would not get into this at all for now. I would rather wait. Are we together? But that's just me. All right. I have to give you different options. I have to give raise flags. I can't just be all smiley, let's get in. I have to give you the rawness the pro, the con. Are we together? So that you can obviously make a decision. And we wish insurance companies did that, and we wish other people that could get your money on a monthly basis would give you the pros and cons. But these days, people don't. Are we together? They just give you the good stuff. And people will trust you more if you can be honest with them. Is everybody clear there? You can be honest with them and you give them, they'll trust you. They will trust you. Will trust you and respect you. Hold on. Key level as well. It's close twice above that now on the daily chart. That's the daily. Yes, it has. And then I'm gonna be trading CAD JPY. Please assist with entries. CAD JPY, we said we're gonna wait for it. I believe we said we're gonna wait for it, guys. All right. We're waiting for it after 104, and it's good that we are. Look at that. It's good that we are. I missed the GBP CAD. Can we short it? There's no short here. I'm not seeing any short here, Meryl. I'm not seeing any short here. This is us still trapped in the zone here. All right. Yes. Thank you very much there, Mr. H. Yeah, very risky. Is everybody cool? Everybody all right? NZD CAD 8195. Let's wait on this one. All right. I'm looking at AUD NZD, but I will get back to you with this one, guys. This one seems to be a little bit naughty here, so we're not going to touch this one now. All right. This one seems to be very naughty. Look at it, rejecting right. It's okay. Let's just wait with this one first. Everybody cool? 4 p.m. me and you. All right, 4 p.m. I'm with you. It was great, eh? It was fantastic, man. Such a smooth sailing start. And guys, when things are smooth sailing, expect a bit of turbulence to come, okay? When things are going nicely, just have it there ready. We're going to get some turbulence somewhere. So if you're prepared for that mentally, you won't even care if it happens, all right? It's just a phase, it's a wave. That's all. All right? I'll see you guys at 4 p.m. Have a lekker one. Drink a lot of water. Enjoy load shedding. Stage 3, remember, we're on stage 3. Enjoy it. Set the cares 8. Get your touch lights. All right, silence before the storm. I got you on that one, Mr. H. All right, but 4 p.m. Ek is my yellow. Have a lekker one, and sorry for the dip there, guys. Wi-Fi, load shedding. I'll see you guys at 4. All right, ciao, ciao.